Hello. How are you all doing today? Ooh, too much of you is showing, Wanda. It is what it is, people. Good morning. I'm back at it, folks. Walking and talking. I'm working on these inner tubes, but nonetheless, I'm here. Uh, Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for all that join me during the actual broadcast, during the actual live broadcast, and for those that are watching the replay. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. I am hot once again. These sleeves on and the heat is on. I should have turned it down or off or something while this is going on. Not sure. Seems like I'm having hot flashes. Anyway, how was your night? How was your day yesterday, which was Tuesday, because today is Wednesday? My spin day. But I'm going to have a little company over this morning and most of the day. My granddaughter, not the oldest one, but the third one in line of the four grandkids that I have is coming over to spend the day with me. Oh, so yeah, she's not going to go to school today. She's going to hang with Nana. What will we do? Schoolwork. That is for sure what will be happening. Oh. If I could stop yawning, it might be a good thing, but nonetheless. Getting this walk in, getting these steps in. Ooh. So for the last 2 days, starting this week, of course, Monday and Tuesday, I was doing a little bit more movement. I revved up my exercise. I'm not going to say the whole exercise routine just yet. It is a routine, but just yesterday I started to do a little bit more movement, rev it up, all this other stuff. I think it will continue. Hopefully it will continue. Nonetheless, I'll do something a little differently. Good morning, Mr. Steve. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Steve. Thank you. Thank you. How's your day going thus far, Mr. Steve? I know you're going to get ready for your 9 a.m. broadcast. Thank you so much. Yes. Ooh. If I could stop yawning, things would go great. Thanks for the thumbs up, Mr. Steve. Thank you so much. Hello, Sheet. We here. How are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Ooh. Spirit in the Sky Blue. Good morning. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Maybe this exercise will wake me up. I've been just yawning. So the topic today is Wow Wednesday. I was on someone else's site. Well, yeah, their YouTube channel, I should say, on the YouTube channel, and they were apologizing for something that they said that may have offended someone. Okay. And then my only response to that was just, wow. I didn't see the actual video wherever the infraction, and I'm using that word loosely and putting it in quotes, happened. I didn't watch that video, but I watched the reply video or the I'm sorry video. I'm terming it that, what have you. And I was just like, wow. But then that got me to thinking, I'll just entitle this broadcast Wow Wednesday. like the types of wow, like the reactions that you have to people. And some of them are like, wow. And of course, like one wow is could be a good wow, like a surprise wow, like get that surprise birthday party, like when you're 21 or 40 or something other like that. Or your kids throw your anniversary party throw an anniversary party for their parents that have been married. In this case, that type of anniversary, marriage anniversary, what have you. Or this could go two ways, good or bad, but I'm gonna focus on the good. You find out that your pregnancy, surprise, wow. And then some people may be looking at you like, wow, she's pregnant? How'd that happen? But nonetheless, the different types of wow. And I guess in the case of this, for me, it was wow. Someone was offended at something that someone said. And I get it, and that does happen. And if it is legitimate, then yes, I understand. I don't know. For something like this, I would, if that person had an email, send it to them in an email. Now, that it's possible that might have happened. I don't know. But if I was offended, I wouldn't just like broadcast it all out to everyone that would be reading or going to the video and reading the comments and actually seeing it or what have you. And you may know the person literally, or they may just be someone in the YouTube atmosphere, a virtual friend here in YouTube. It was just interesting, that type of wow. Okay. The different types of wow. I had to write them down because it was crazy for me. Also, it's I can't believe that happened type of wow. And of course, in a bad way. Like you have a friend and the friend does something or say something that is totally out of character for that person to say to you, or they say something that is very hurtful and harmful based on something that they know about you that might have been secret, or something you just didn't want shared out in public. They shared it out in public, or they just said it to you directly and it hurt your feelings and brought back all the memories of the sad thing or what have you. Like the different types of wow, like, wow, I can't believe that my friend would say this to me. And of course, you're just shocked. In this case, you're just shocked. You just can't believe that person would hurt you that way to your core. That person is supposed to be a friend. I'm talking someone that's real close, you've known for a while, best friend or something. Good morning, Latanya's Cooking for the Soul. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Vibes with Kira's Life. Hi, how are you? Ooh, Don't Hurt the Harvest. Hello, thank you for being here. Good morning, Etiquette Budget. Yes, I saw that video. You got that half a cow. Yes. And the grocery haul stuff too. I saw that too. Yes. How are things down there in Florida? Netta, Don't Hurt the Harvest. Thank you. Don't Hurt the Harvest. She says she's just sliding through. What else did I write on here about? Yes. Also, types of wow, which can get escalated, is the blatant type of things that happen. You know, someone uses the N-word, or someone use some other type of racial slur, racial epithet, or say something bad about a whole ethnic group or about someone's nationality, and that these types of people, or the people that are of this particular nation, state, or nationality, do this, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. They're known for, in their country, you'll find all this type of stuff. And you're just like, wow. And most of these wows go back, I can't believe that they said it, I can't believe that they did it. Or you're just shocked and surprised to where you're just speechless, which is what I was last night. And then there's back to the can't believe that they said it, which is a whole lot of everything nowadays. And even sometimes when people are telling the truth, others that may be around will be like, wow, in their brain, or they may actually do that. They probably can't believe that the person told the other person the truth. And I'm just like, what's wrong with that? Of course, there's a time and place for everything. I mean, if you're in a setting and you're with your girlfriends and you all known each other for a while and you shared this, that, and the other with each other, etc., then that will be what they say, a safe space. So why wouldn't you be able to share something? Like I said, goes to time and place. And then, and I guess one would have to figure out the person's mood at that particular moment. And with women, that can be hard because we change our moods every 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 seconds. So sometimes this isn't the moral of the story, but you can consider it that if you like or what have you, but just a little note or reminder that people are on here, and if you go to their channel and they are saying something that you don't like or you don't agree with or what have you, and it's really, really, really getting to you, what have you, all this other stuff. And if they have an email, then send them an email, take it kind of sort of offline to where you can address it with the person that way if it's something that is really that critical. Sometimes after you read something or you hear somebody say something and it may have offended you at that moment, go away, leave it, just click off of it, go away, do something else. Maybe that thought or that feeling will go away and it won't be an issue for you anymore. And then that will be the end of it. And if it still stays with you, maybe you might want to talk to someone to see, like, why is this bothering me so much? Is part of it true? And mind you, when we're here on YouTube, we're talking to how to say that we're talking. We may not be talking to you or about you. We're talking. We have no idea who you are, what you are, any of that type of thing. In full, we see what we see and hear on, when you create content and put it on YouTube. So sometimes it's probably a good idea not to get too much in your feelings with things that people are saying or doing. Obviously, if it's legitimate, take it offline. My thoughts, take it offline. If they have an email, you can reach out that way. Do that. Otherwise, just go away from it, leave it, try not to think about it. And maybe the thought or feeling that you had will just pass, like I said before. There's no need to get wrapped up in a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sure you have other things in your life that's more pressing than what someone may have said on YouTube that may have at that moment stung or hurt your feelings, and just move on. Now, if there's some back drama or what have you to whatever it is that's going on and why this particular person is saying these things, and you know for sure that they're saying it directed at you, that is another thing, what have you, and probably needs to be taken offline, maybe, I don't know. But of course, everyone is going to handle things the way it is that they want to handle it. And of course, nowadays, it's you can just be offended if someone says hi to you. I don't know. It's just crazy. Wanda, you're wearing glasses. What are you? An eyeglasses? Everything is an ist. What are you, an eyeglasses? Okay. I don't know. And speaking of which, on the ist, sometimes when I don't want something, I'll send my daughter a picture and say, hey, do you want this? And in this particular case, it was some empty household bottles, I think like Microban or something other like that type of thing. And I sent them to her and I said, they are empty. And then she said, no, thank you. And I said, what are you, an emptiest? You're a person that gets empty containers. It's just, wow. So that's why I said eyeglasses. My daughter's an emptiest. She don't want empty containers. There's something wrong there. Thank you for being here, OG Brand. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she is an emptiest. Yeah. Trust, I am sure that we're going to hear and see things in these YouTube streets from maybe people that we are subscribed to or maybe not, etc., that we don't like, and it may touch us or offend us, what have you, at that moment. Just click off of it if it offended you, and just move on, go someplace else. Now, obviously, there could be circumstances in the background. Like I said before, I am not talking about those situations. I'm just talking about the regular person coming on here and they're saying something that is touching you, that is offending you slightly or in too great detail, just click off of it. Don't stay there and listen to the rest of what they're saying. If that part hurt you, just click off of it and go do something else. Go to another channel or something. Don't stay there and wallow in it. And you don't, if you can handle it off, it's best to handle it offline. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to say if you can handle it now. It's best that you handle it offline with the person. If they have an email, go to their about or what have you, and just let it be between the two of you. Just my suggestion or what have you. Yeah, that was interesting. I was just speechless after that. It was interesting. Yeah. You can work out with me now, OG Brand. Just stand up and start moving. Stand up and start moving. Ooh. How are things there, Michigan Spirit in the Sky Blue? How are things there? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yvette Minor, hello, good morning. How are you doing? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sheed, how are things? How are things with you? I know you may be driving or just working. Maybe just listening. How are things with you? You all go check out his channel. Check out everyone's channel in the chat if you haven't already connected. And you become their family member and vice versa. They become yours. Check out everyone in the chat. Check out Sheed We Here. He goes live when he can. Of course, he has a job. Talk about life insurance. That was like the first day. Life insurance, generational wealth, self-improvement. Sheed We Here. He goes live when he can. Most of the time driving in his truck or driving in his car, showing us parts of Georgia, residential parts, etc. Mr. Steve Gilmore, go check out his channel. I'm checking for my daughter. She might show up anytime. Mr. Steve Gilmore YouTube channel, go check him out. He's coming on at 9 a.m. this morning, unless something changes, but Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check out Mr. Steve at Steve Gilmore YouTube channel. Motivational, spiritual, all of that. Go check out Mr. Steve. And I think he's working on his WHs, so go over there and run his playlist to help him out with the WHs. Mr. Steve Gilmore YouTube channel. Ooh. So spring is here. Okay. Oh, we shall see. I guess it's different for everyone. Yeah. But my husband did tell me 2 days ago, I guess when spring happened, that it was warm outside because I had been inside, trying to not go out to spend. And I'm doing good with my no spend days. Hopefully on Sunday, I will have another cash stuffing. Ooh. Yeah, doing good on my no spend days. Go check out Netta Can Budget down there in sunny Florida. Go check out her channel, Fellow Budgeter. Like it says, Netta Can Budget. Go check her out. Go check her out. She bought half a cow and a great thing to do. Of course, if you're into beef, and you could buy, I guess, maybe half a pig or a whole pig and get the thing cut up into the various portions or sections or whatever it is, and have beef for days or pork for days for a while, etc. It'll probably save you a lot of money by going to the grocery store, every week, every 2 weeks to get your meat or what have you, and then maybe putting it away and possibly not having a meal plan or making sure that you're using it in a timely fashion before it gets freezer burned. But she bought half a cow and she did a grocery haul yesterday. That was her video yesterday. But she's doing the, of course, using the cash envelope method to manage her finances, as I am also into, and others in the budgeting community. And she's got her savings challenges going on, also into sinking funds, etc. Netta Can Budget. Netta Can Budget. Whew, wow. I like a better word. What else did I read on here? Yeah, also when, like, if you know someone, your girlfriend or something other like that, or a good friend, etc., and they make a bad decision, but you know that they had all the information that they needed, and that this decision was bad, and how could they, with all the things that they knew, all the knowledge that they had about said thing, make this bad decision? You're probably like, wow. And it may start you to think or to question your relationship with this person. I guess if it happens a time or two too many, and I guess it would depend on the situation too. But just wow. Yeah. Trust that the world is different. What may be a wow to me, it may be just like it's standard. That's the way the world is nowadays. Yeah, we have seen where that is just how the world is nowadays. Thinking has gotten us, has gotten this country, or maybe a specific community, or maybe the Black community, etc. Are we wow or wowed or outraged or shocked when it actually matters? Are we? If the things keep happening over and over again, the wow factor in this case dissipates. Like no one is listening to you or your outcries or your cry for helps. No one is listening. Like, okay, we're tired of that. Just like the news cycle, people get tired of that. Just like the thing in East Palestine. I'm on another tangent now, kind of, sort of. Like the thing in East Palestine. No one cares about that because they had a train derailment maybe a week after that. Well, they're having them all the time, but you're just not hearing about it in the news. In some place, I don't know if it's Springfield, Virginia, but it was Springfield someplace or another. And then they had another derailment. And I don't know whether any of them involved hazardous material or not, but East Palestine is pretty much off the news, I don't know. I can't say that it is off the news. I haven't been hearing much about it, except for when I go to YouTube and actually look for it on like I would go to CNN, MSNBC, or Fox, or what have you, and see if any of those channels are talking about it. So people aren't caring about your issues after it gets all the attention for the 1, 2, 3, 5, or 7 days. And after that, they're on to something else. Or in between all of that is something more salacious or bloody happens, then they're on that. They're not on you. And those people there are suffering. And it's just crazy. And some of the things that I've heard with regards to all of this when it happened was that the people in this city, East Palestine, Ohio, that they were Trump voters. What does that have to do with anything? They are American citizens living here, obviously living here in the, well, not obviously, but living here in the United States. They had this hazardous chemical action from a train derailment. And just because they voted for Trump, they weren't going to get FEMA help initially. And then people made a big stink about it, or their outcries were heard that FEMA came in. I guess they did something or another, what have you, I don't know. But I'm just hearing all this stuff. It's just a big mess. And the corporation, they had the person come up there on Capitol Hill, and they had a hearing about that. That was last week or week before. Now that's over and done with. So yeah, hey, we brought the guy in. Y'all saw it on C-SPAN. What do you want now? Those trains are still running. They're still getting their profits. What do you want? When you really get down to it, are people really listening to your outcries when these wild things happen and keep happening? Are people listening to your outcries? Are people getting tired of it? Are the powers to be in particular getting tired of it? The people that can actually put resources and money, are they getting tired of it? I'm just saying, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't know. I need to stop. I'm going off on a tangent. Oh, good morning, Budget Comingo. How are you? How are you? It's been a minute since I've been to your channel. How are you? The kids. Okay. I'm feeling well. BDB, GP, how are you? How's gaming going over there? How is gaming going over there? I saw you in someone's, I don't know who, it might have been Miss Patty or someone else's live, said that you're going to be having more games and et cetera, coming up. But thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Oh, no worries. Spirit in the sky, no worries. Went through a rough patch, but you're coming back around now. Great, great, great. Sorry that you went through a rough patch, whatever it was, and glad that you're come through it. You're coming back. It's all that matters. Thank you so much, Spirit in the sky blue, for being here. I appreciate it. Ooh, Budget Comingo. How are things going with you over there? Still budgeting? You all go check out her channel, A Fellow Budgeter. Yes, cash envelopes. Cash envelopes. Working that budget, tracking those expenses. It's key. It's key. It's key, folks. And of course, Budget Comingo, savings challenges, and sinking funds to meet our goals, and using obviously the cash envelope method for that. Whatnot. I haven't seen the news in a while. I need to do some research on this. Thanks for the update, Ms. Wanda. Yeah, that's as best I know. Most of the time I get my news from independent media, but I will go over and look at CNN, MSNBC on YouTube only. I don't watch the TV screen itself, but like there are clips on particular things or what have you. And I went to this one YouTuber and got some information on East Palestine yesterday. I was just looking at it yesterday because I hadn't seen anything with regards to that on when I go to little clips on the major cable broadcast. Really interesting. But yeah, they will forget about you, your community, your town, your state after a while. It's because these corporations have money and they have already bought their politicians. And trust, if I get up some money, I'm going to buy me some also. Trust. I might be dead in my grave, but my grandchildren, yes. It is what it is, folks. Thank you so much, Spirit in the sky. Yeah, I revved up, I'm just using that word, and loosely, my PT, my exercise regimen. The last 2 days I started. And today it'll probably still be a spend day because I do need to buy something online. But I'll normally on my spend day, Wednesday and Sunday, I'll go to the thrift store, go pick up some grocery items if needed, etc. But my granddaughter's coming over today. She's not going to school today. So my daughter's going to bring her over. So she's going to hang out with me and we're going to do school. And then we're going to piddle paddle around a little bit. Yes. But I may actually go out tomorrow because when I go shopping, I don't want to have anyone around. I like to just take my time, all of that good stuff. So yeah, not against my granddaughter. I'm so used to being by myself now for such a long time. Yeah. And she can manage herself. I mean, she's 14, 13, 14. Yeah, but I just, well, that's quite okay. That's quite okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My goodness. Oh, bailing out of the banks. That's what you've been mainly hearing. Yes. I've been good. You're going to have a few videos coming out soon. Yeah. So please, you all go check out Budget Comingo. Go check her out. And the gaming man that's in here, go check him out. BDBGP, go check him out. Go check him out. He's over there gaming. And for me, I always call him Clean Games. I mean, he may do other things too, like some warfare type stuff. I don't know what they call it. I think it's Modern Warfare. I don't even know what Fortnite is. I seen it once on, I think, MC the Shiznit. And I think that was like Warfare 2. I don't know. But yeah, those clean gaming like the Pac-Man or Tetris type stuff or something like that. Yeah, I can get into that. My brain, yeah, I can get into that. And then when I go check out BDBGP. Go check out his channel, folks. Go check out his channel. Oh, Superior King was on here yesterday, and I went to one of his things and it was the game and stuff. And I was just having a conversation with myself for the most part. And I guess when people go on there, the people in the chat, they're actually looking at the game. Maybe, maybe not, but in my brain, they're looking at the game. And the person that's the host, the person that's running the live, the YouTube creator, they're, engaging in the game. So I don't want to be say at and the person, and then they have to stop and look at the comment. I don't know how all of that works, but yeah, because when I get there, I just want to have a conversation with the people in the chat and the person that's doing the game. And then it clicked in my head when I was on Superior King's game the other day. It's like, oh, these people, they're watching and he's actually playing the game. Why are you harassing him, Wanda? I'm using harassment loosely. I don't want anyone to be offended. Wow. I need to stop. I said something. Oh, let me see. Hello, Khadijah. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. How is Hopper? The last video I came to over there was, yes, your daughter had given Hopper his bath. Well, Hopper is busy getting all the love that night. I think I was at one of your sleep lives too, but that might have been before the Hopper thing. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hopper. How are things going with you, Khadijah? How are things? How's your health? Thank you so much for being here. You all go check out Latanya's Cooking for the Soul. Go check out her channel. Yeah, go check out her channel. I think I was over there yesterday. Yeah, I think last night. I think you were battering up some fish. I think there was another one about potatoes, but I didn't watch that one. But you all go check out Latanya's Cooking for the Soul. She's over there. And the ones that I've seen have been silent, but the other, I'm new. I'm new to her channel, so go check out Latanya's Cooking for the Soul. So she's over there just cooking. I think she might have been doing it might have been someone else. Because I don't want to confuse people. I think washing dishes, busting some suds that may or may not have been her, but I don't know. I don't want to mix content creators up. But nonetheless, go check out Latanya's Cooking for the Soul. I don't know if Khadijah, she may be live and just popped over to say hi. But thank you so much, Khadijah, for being here. You all go check out Khadijah Reeves. She go live in the morning. And she always do Ready for Some Church, The Daily Bread, and others just, talking, what have you, talking about whatever it is that's on her brain. And sometimes when she's going to work, she's taking us in the bus for the bus ride to work, all of that good stuff, coming home, cooking dinner or cooking something for dinner. That's Khadijah Reeves. You all go check out her page, Khadijah Reeves. And she got, her daughter has a dog, Hopper, the love of her life. All that hair. Oh, Khadijah says, I'm glad to miss anything. Ooh. I don't know. I got Ziploc bags. Oh, for your money? Is that money in the Ziploc bags? I got Ziploc bags. Maybe she's answering something that someone else mentioned. Okay, that's not my daughter. Okay. Ooh. Spirit in the Sky said, I love the beautiful ladies here on YouTube that cook so good. I've learned so many recipes here. Yeah, that's okay. Spirit in the Sky, you brought up an issue. That's why I'm in here walking and talking and jumping and carrying on and doing these weights. I have to stop looking at these channels. They're over there. Oh, especially Miss Patty. She's the number one. She's the number one. She's the number one villain. Miss Patty. Oh, I can't help it. Yeah. I'm always blaming the cooking stuff, my weight issue on people on YouTube. Isn't that how the world works? I don't have to take responsibility or accountability for my actions. It's always someone else's fault. So, hey, I'm going to live life that way. Oh, that was just a joke, folks. But yeah, those cooking channels, oh man. Whoo, whoo, whoo. It is something, that food. Oh man. They they do it so well. They do it so well. They do it so well. I was over there yesterday at Carter's Eats. And anytime I go to someone channel and they have a gas stove, it's just like I'm an electric girl. If there was a gas stove in front of me, all I'm able to do is just boil something. And I guess I could put something in the oven. And I have done it because my daughter had, well, she has gas now also. But at her previous house, she had gas. And I made some biscuits over there in the oven. And you know, with that, you just turn it to the temperature and woo, that's it. And hopefully it is what it is on the temperature. You just turn it to it. But trying to adjust it, and I guess I would eventually learn. But trying to adjust it and all this other stuff. Oh no. Oh no. You just told me you want me to burn up something if you want me to fry something with a gas stove. I just can't. But like I said, I would eventually learn how to do it if that is all that I had. But yeah, I was over at Carter Eats yesterday. Whew, that fish, oh my goodness. So good. It was looking so good. But yeah. And you can, yeah, like Spirit in the Sky Blue said, you can learn a lot of things over there. Pick up some good recipes, maybe cook something a little differently than what you may have been doing previously, all of that good stuff. But yeah, a lot of good content creators on here. And of course, a great place to learn things if that is what you want to do. Yes. Ooh. Just reading the comments. Hello, Zeus the Mastiff. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. This is your first time over here, as far as I know. Turn you down. Thank you so much. Ooh, just checking the comments. Oh, that was you washing the dishes. Okay, good. Glad I wasn't confusing so many people. Just checking out for my daughter again. Yes. Yeah, at Spirit in the Sky said, LOL, Wanda. I had to stop watching the Food Network channel. Oh my God, that was another one too. When I eat, just watching. I wasn't even hungry. Been there, done that. Yes. And even on, I don't know who he may still be on this particular shopping channel or not. I don't know. He was either on QVC or HSN, Emeril Lagasse. And there were a few other people that were on there too. I know he was selling his product, as they all are selling their products, etc. And some people that like Le Creuset, I don't probably pronounce it incorrectly. Le Creuset. Even that guy, I don't know whether he's a chef or not. He may have been, but oh my God, it was so good. And then some of the hosts would be on there cooking things too. People coming on there selling their smokers and all this other stuff. Oh my goodness. Food looking so good and delicious. And just people coming on there selling cakes. They may have not, may have already prepared already before. Oh my goodness, a cheesecake, chocolate cakes. I want to say Junior's is a particular place. I think, I don't know whether it originated in New York, but New York comes to my brain. Yeah. Spirit of God said she wants some boiled eggs because she saw Latanya's cooking for the soul over there doing it. Yes. And that's great. Like I said, and as we all know, great. YouTube is a great outlet if you want to go and find information on something, how to do something, whatever that may be. Whew. Great resource. And of course, you're going to get on there and then you're going to do your own research on the things, what have you. But yes. Wow, 240 pounds. Yeah, Zeus said he just got done walking his dog. That's some great exercise. Obviously for the dog and for you too, Zeus. EMT dispatcher on a budget. Oh, so you're back to on a budget now? Okay. How are you doing, EMT dispatcher on a budget? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You all go check out EMT dispatcher on a budget, also a fellow budgeter. She's doing a few lives now when she can. So go check her out with her savings challenges. Go check her out. And she's using the cash envelope method also on the savings challenges. Go check her out. A fellow budgeter. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, when I looked at the Google News stuff, there wasn't anything that caught my interest on there, what have you. But the same things are going on that they aren't shown in the news, like I mentioned before. The East Palestine, Ohio, that issue with the train derailment, and the people are they're in, my words, bad shape. And this problem will linger for many, many years on with the children and or any grandchildren that may have been involved. They said that Norfolk and Southern were giving them vouchers or paying for them to go to hotels for a period of days or something or another. Then, like, what are they going to do after that? Go to another hotel? Who's going to fund that? I mean, I don't know what the whole scheme, for lack of a better word, that Norfolk and Southern is doing in the immediate. But what are they going to do after Norfolk and Southern think that they have done enough for the situation? What are they going to do after that money, for lack of a better thing, dries up with regards to Norfolk and Southern doing something in the immediate? These people have all types of respiratory illnesses from the things that I've seen on independent media. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And it could be your city or your town or what have you. Are you prepared if something like that happens? And I know this was a train derailment and people got trains going through different parts of their city, town, etc. It could be anything. It could be some type of airplane crash, and it could be 50 or 100 miles away from you. But if the fumes come over, it's just anything could happen. So you always want to, as best you can, prepare yourself to where you can get out and you have enough funds or something to get yourself situated someplace. Of course, I think the ideal situation would be you go to another state to where you have family members there that will let you and your spouse and or your kids, or if it's just you by yourself, great, stay for a while till you get yourself together and make plans to do something else. If you don't want to go back to that place, or after you listen to the news for a while and things blow over, which will be about 7 or 8 days, let the news tell it, okay, until you make some other decisions. So make sure that you are planning for emergent situations, because trust, it will happen. A rainy day will happen in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It is our hope that it does not to us or anyone else, but we know that that will happen. So that's why getting that money together, because that money is going to rule everything. I need that car, got to put gas in it, need money. Need the car, got to buy a car, unless someone gives you a car, but you got to have the insurance, all that stuff. Yes, money. And just I'm not saying the love of money is real. Yeah, constantly thinking about it. Talking about something. That's probably a little bit crazy overboard. But we know that we are working for money. And when we get the money, we want to make sure that we are budgeting and using it wisely. Getting out of debt, and as we talked about, however it is that you decide to do that, great. Of course, I advocate, get the budget and using the cash envelope method. And you can do digital or just straight cash envelope and just straight cash itself to help you reach your goals. But besides all the stuff that you and the next person have going on just with the food, clothing, and shelter, we got to think about the other things too. Having an emergency food supply for yourself and every member of your family. That for when something happens that occurs naturally, hurricane, tornado, flooding, etc. Or if something happens within your city or town or your state, and you can stay, you can remain in place, you can remain in your home, great. And if you can't, then you have some of that food supply to take with you to someplace else. So you don't have to go someplace else and buy food, one, or maybe the place that you're going to, maybe close to where you're at. And, people there are going to be going to the stores, getting all the food. And for something that, of course, happens like this, you're going to need more than maybe 500 or $1,000 to just do something around your spot, and then and you hang out for 2 or 3 days, and then you can go back. You're going to need more money than that. So just planning is always a good thing. Planning is always a good thing. Hello, the Bud Files. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. Planning is key. Where's my daughter? Maybe she'll send me a note when she gets here. Ooh, nonetheless, planning is key. That money, budgeting is key. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Also, you all go check out Spirit in the Sky Blue. Go check out her channel. She does a lot of different things. And like she said, she's just getting back, and at some point she's going to be putting some videos out. The last one I saw, she's in Michigan, and it was, I think it was snowing. Of course it was, and there was snow on the ground at least. And she had walked to the little convenience store to pick up some scratchers, and you just get her little walk on. But go check out her channel. And I've seen some, hopefully it's Native American tribal dance videos that she's done. So go check out Spirit in the Sky. Go check out Spirit in the Sky Blue. Go check out her channel. EMT dispatcher on a budget. Lily, go check out her channel. Like I mentioned before, she's over there with those savings challenges, and she's going to get caught up on all of the savings challenges that she wants to get caught up on. Don't stress. Like I put in the comment, it might have been you, it might have been someone else. Don't stress. It will happen. It will happen. And just like she says in her videos, just start. It doesn't matter how much. Just start. It all adds up quickly, as we all in the budgeting community know. Just start. It adds up quickly. If it's $1 or $5, like I mentioned yesterday, just start, because that rainy day will happen, and you want to be in the best position that you possibly can, because only you have to save yourself. You have to save yourself. If you have a family member that is kind and generous and helpful and will help you as much as they can, then that's great. But you don't want to lean on that all the time. And if you leaned on them before and you come back again, it may be a different case where they're like, no, I don't have it, or something or another like that. So you don't want that. I'm always an advocate for save yourself. Now, you have friends and stuff, what have you, and you need to ask your friend or lean on your friend. By all means, do so. If that was an issue or case with me or what have you, I was in that spot, I would do the same thing. I'm not saying don't do something. Do it. Ask for the help. Yes, you have to advocate for yourself all the time. You have to advocate for yourself. So if you need help from a friend or some family member, then ask for the help. That's why people don't want to burn bridges. You never know when you're going to be in a tight spot to where you might need that bridge that you burn when all others and everything else fails. But before all of that happens, you can you can work towards saving yourself. Up here. Okay, just checking for my daughter. Budget. Start budgeting. Get yourself in a better situation. And people like to count your money for you. Pocket watching, as they say. Save yourself, right? That's right. Some people like to say, pocket watching. So if I'm over here and I have a good job, making 200K or something other like that. And I have other friends that may not be making as much, not that that matters. And I'm over here and I'm buying all these expensive clothing, jewelry, taking trips, got an expensive car, bought my daughter an expensive car, and all this other hoopla, what have you, not saving, not budgeting, not doing any of that stuff, not saving for my retirement, no emergency fund. And my friends are over here and they're doing some of those things. They have an emergency fund, etc. Well, they have an emergency fund. They're managing their money properly. They're getting all the things that they want, like, and need, all that good stuff. And they have an emergency fund. And I'm over here being frivolous with my money. And then a hard time comes upon me and I'm going over there asking for help. They're going to be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, you make 200K per year and you don't have any emergency fund, any savings. And I'm over here making 75K or 90K or 100K with 2 kids and whatever else is going on. And I'm able to do my debts, get the things that I want, need, and I have savings. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. I know you all get the point of that. Save yourself, because people pocket watch, like that person was pocket watching, but like, okay, like they're not going to give you any money because this is what you do with your money. Now you need money for an emergent situation that they know about. It could be some type of medical something that you need the funds for. They're not going to be with you. They're not going to be with you. They're not going to help you. But save yourself. Budget. Just start saving. If you do nothing else, if you don't do the budget part, and trust, my first thing is budget, so you can know the money you got coming in, what you have going out, and what you have left to do what it is that you need to do. But if you don't do that, get an envelope, put $1 or $2 in it, and put the envelope away somewhere safe. Save yourself. And trust, when I'm saying these things to you, I'm saying it to myself also. I need to save myself also too. That's why I'm on this budgeting journey. And it is a journey. And there will be bumps, obstacles in the way along the journey. But you can manage. You can manage. You can do it. Just find a way around it. Or there's one right there. Okay. In a week or two, I'm going to go around that obstacle because I'm going to whatever that thing is. And if it involves money or something, then I'm going to have the money in a week or two. Or if I have that money in an emergency fund, yes, that obstacle will be removed. And I'm going around it because I had saved already. If that is the case. Or if you have to work and wait another week or two to get that obstacle removed, then fine. Then that obstacle is removed and you just keep on with your journey. Once you start, just keep going. Just keep going. Doesn't matter the amount, just keep going. And we've seen that things have gotten way crazy in the last 3 years because everything is because of the pandemic. And a lot of that is true. And then some of us, I'm not saying anyone in the chat because people get offended, like, wow, like, wow, Wednesday. There are some things that people may have not been doing before the pandemic set in with regards to their money or finance, etc. All that good stuff. And so now those same issues are still there. They're still present. That might be my daughter with. Okay, she told me she's leaving in 2 minutes from her house. So she should be here in about 5 or so minutes. Yes. Woo-hoo. Some people weren't doing things with regards to their money before the pandemic happened. And once they got, the stimulus and all this other stuff, possibly not everyone, they may have did right by paying their bills and all this other stuff. And they may have gotten out of debt using some of that pandemic money and any type of severance that they may have gotten from their job because they lost their job, if that was still happening, or the state unemployment. And maybe they was started to get EBT because the state governments told them to go inside, right? But the federal government's going to do what the federal government's going to do with regards to their employees, okay? They was trying to mandate that the employees take the shot and everyone in the whole country take the shot in essence, but that's a whole nother thing. Or the states were trying to mandate. So the federal government's mandating federal employees or whatever. and the states is saying, hey, everyone in our state needs to get it, then that's everyone in the whole country in essence, because the people that work for the federal government live in a state. But anyway, people may have not been managing their money properly before the pandemic. And then when they got the money, some may have done all the good stuff. And then some may have just started living a good life. As you can see some of these videos that said people did that. And then they had the PPP money and EIDL money, et cetera, all this other stuff. And people just started living the good life. And just a lot of that. So some of the things that when people were mismanaging their money, it was happening before the pandemic. And some people just fell on, that said. Some folks, and a lot just fell on really hard times when they lost their jobs from the pandemic. They didn't ask to be unemployed. They did not ask for that. Right? They did not ask for that. And so now their whole world is turned upside down. And it's probably going to be a long while before they come back just from those 3 years, depending on what job they had, because some people had the luxury of being able to go home and do their job from home and keep getting their money. A lot of people didn't, that worked in these mom and pop shops. Now, I'm going off somewhere else. Now, there were stores that remained open. I'm just talking about the big box people. Walmart, Target, McDonald's, by a politician, folks, by several of them. They was like, the peasants need to eat. So we'll leave the McDonald's open, and I don't know what other places were open. My grandkids like McDonald's a lot, so they need to eat, and then someone can haul the food to them, and there's zero contact. Winners and losers. Okay. I'm off on a tangent, folks. I am sorry. Let me get in here and see what's going on. Yes, if you have emergency funds, you don't have to go around the obstacle. You can just keep going straight. Exactly. That emergency fund comes in handy in a pinch. And for me, in my brain, it's always something about the car, because every time I had to use my emergency fund, it was about the car. Oh, my goodness. And I think the first time I had to get some brake pads or something or another, But my husband was able to do that work. Whew. Thank goodness. So we just bought them from the auto parts store, and he put them on. So, yeah, that was great. But it's always something. That emergency fund is key. Key. Whew. You don't start anything else, do that emergency fund. It is, you're going to need it. It will happen. And you are right. You can just keep going straight. There's an obstacle there. Oh, you got this emergency fund. Whoop, straight ahead, forward, march. Yes. Yeah, save yourself. And by doing some of these things, and most of us are just regular Joes. We are out here with our families, whether it's just a husband or a wife, 1 or 2 kids or more, etc. We are just out here working our 9 to 5, buying groceries, paying our mortgage, paying rent, just living, just trying to make a living, all of that good stuff. Nothing fantastic or fantabulous or any of that. Just out here, just living. And we can, with the money that we have, create a great life and institute some other things that you will learn along the way with the budgeting, how to save money. Go on Craigslist, get free stuff. Maybe if you have small children, and I always say small children, could be older children too, but if you have small children, infants and up, or at least infant to 5 or 6 or what have you, and there's probably Facebook groups or something or another. It's been a long time for me. and maybe other associations or groups where the parents, they, change out. They switch clothes. Like if you have an infant, and now if you have an infant and someone has a toddler or something like that, a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, maybe pass the clothes down to you, and the circle of friends, the clothes keep going around because you guys are having kids kind of sort of at the same time, and all this other stuff. And that way you don't have to buy clothes for a long period of time. There are ways to stretch your dollar or not have to spend on some things. You could probably barter for services. I mean, there's probably a lot of things out here on Facebook and other places that I'm not aware of where you can do things, have zero or minimal cost. Just depends on whether you want to participate in those things or not. And of course, you all know couponing, meal planning, buying half a cow as Netta Can Budget did. I saw the video where they delivered it and she packed it up in her freezer in her garage, saved money for a long period of time. Yes, all of those things can help you, and a whole host of other things. But yeah, that, the passing, and like I said, I'm way past it, but the passing of the clothes around, you've used them already, you keep them, and then someone else can get them or what have you. That is a great thing if you have kids in that area, I guess. And of course, it depends on, because maybe some people have, very large kids, younger kids, what have you. It just depends. But I'm sure within that you can find stuff. Yeah. And of course, the thrift store. Yes, yes, yes. I want to get off of here before my daughter arrives so I don't have to leave the live herky-jerky when she gets here to go open the door and all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Take care and have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated. Be safe. Be safe. And today is hump day. Today is hump day. Only 2 more if you have a 5-day work week, Monday through Friday. I do appreciate everyone being here. Take care. Thank you so much, LaTanya. Thank you so much. I'm going to get over there and check out those peeled potatoes today. You're welcome, Spirit in the Sky Blue. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you are doing much better. You have come out of your rough patch and hoping to see some videos from you. Hello, Be the Difference Clothing. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. I'm getting ready to end this live, but if you want, I'll stay a minute if you want to say hello or what have you. But at any moment, I'll click off. Because I'm waiting for my daughter to come with my granddaughter. She said, 2-minute out notice, but I know that might be 5 minutes. Thanks so much. You all go check out Be the Difference Clothing. Go check her out. I'm new to her channel, so go check out her channel. Be the Difference Clothing. Be the Difference Clothing, just what it says. She's into fashion. Go check her out. Be the Difference Clothing. Yes, everyone have a wonderful day. Spirit of the Sky Blue is telling everyone have a wonderful day. Take care, folks. Be safe and stay hydrated. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Thanks for the like, the thumbs up. And if you haven't connected with me, like you haven't become a family member, make sure that you connect with me. I think everyone here is, but if you haven't, make sure that you do that. And of course, check out everything. Okay, that's an old one. Okay. Check out everyone in the chat if you haven't connected with them already. Great content on their channels. Take care. Bye-bye.